welcome everybody to McKenzie Stadium here on Friday night, October 28th, a couple of days before Halloween out here, generally a Halloween game. So, hey, we want to welcome everybody. This is Rodney Lawrence with Ryan Vassbinder. EPS Sports will be on channels 28 and 328. And for the people outside of the area, please make sure that you let them know. They can go out to on YouTube and go to the Evergreen School channel and pick up the game for those folks who are outside of the immediate area. Just kind of getting this started. This is the first time in a while, Ryan, we've got an opportunity to see Skyview out here on the game, so it's nice to see a big game at the end of the season that actually means something for both teams.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Not only is it because it's a nice game, Skyview's my alma mater, so it's exciting to see them roll Storm. But this is an exciting game, and playoff implications on the line tonight.
Yeah, sure is. Sure is. Must win for both teams, have opportunities. Obviously, Skyview in it regardless, but they need to have a good showing to make sure that they get a good seed as everything kind of plays itself out for next week, week 10. That ball is going to be kicked into the end zone, and Union will take the ball over for the first time tonight on the 20-yard line, first down and 10. Starting quarterback for the Titans is going to be Tyson Fuhr. He's been the starting quarterback all year long. And now, as I say that, they'll go ahead and do a wildcat and start with Adiron. He's going to be the quarterback, starting it out, hands that ball off. Nice run there by the big I wanted to call him a fullback just by looking at his size and the number he's got on. That's going to be
I think that was Clayton Mouse, number 44.
Yes, it was. So Union starts out with something a little different right out of the gate here. Two running back set here. Mouse and Zahner, both in the game. Going to hand that off, a nice little cross. Skyview's right there to pick him up right there at the line of scrimmage. It doesn't look like they're going to give him any yards on that, so that'll bring up third down. Looks like about 2 yards to go. Long one.
Yeah, Union has the work cut out for him tonight. This is a good Skyview ball club.
Yeah, it sure is.
Skyview lost to Camas last week in a big thriller. Camas came back, scored, 21 unanswered in the second half?
Yeah, they sure did.
To win that ball game.
Good pass out there to the outside. The screens that Camas likes to run, not going to get any yards on that. That's going to bring up a fourth down and short situation. Luke Burbank, not intended. He did get the ball, not able to get much out of it, so that'll bring up fourth and short. Looks like they are going to go for it.
I want to put it past Rosenbach to give a little quick kick situation here, and that's exactly
what he did. A.J. Adiran, the kicker on this one. And a fair catch, that one right there, just inside of Skyview territory. Gavin Packer brought that in. Gavin, now we want to kind of mention him just a little bit. One of the big-time receivers for Skyview. So far this year, 20 catches, 403 yards with 7 TDs. So he's been a big contributor in the success of the Skyview Storm. Skyview takes the field for the first time. Jake Kennedy, their quarterback. And that is Trey Jacobs right there beside him, number 3. Spread formation, they're going to hand this off. Trey gets down across, so he's going to break into the open field. He's going to get chopped down at right about the 40-yard line. That is going to be plenty enough to move the chains. We got a nice little replay of this.
Yeah, you see Jacob just take off here right around the right end. And he's able to turn upfield and finds a hole, and he gets a big gain of 12, 13.
Yeah, sure does. First down and 10 in Union territory. Takes the snap. This time Kennedy's going to drop back. Smoke screen as he kicks that in the middle. That's going to be Packer. Packer does some nice bobbing and weaving as he gets down to about the 25-yard line before he stopped. Looks like they're going to spot it on about the 24.
See Packer. Packer just runs a little screen route right underneath. He's able to go ahead and move the chains for the Skyview Storm.
Picks up a good block there by Jacobs to actually help him get those extra yards to get down across the 25-yard line. 1st and 10 from the 24. And it looks like we might have some movement. We'll see who that's going to be on. And that's going to go against Union, so that'll push the ball even closer. They'll be down inside the 20-yard line after they march off the 5 yards. Be a repeat of 1st down. Storm now line up slot formation down here at the bottom of your screen. Another good football play there by Skyview. They're going to move the chains on this one as well as we kind of look at this one. This time the quarterback decides to keep it. Good option. Skyview now slot receivers down here at the, trip receivers down here at the wide side of the field. Jacob takes this one, lowers his shoulder. He is going to go down right there at the 1-yard line. And here's a nice replay of the.
Yeah, you see Jacob here just able to go ahead and find a little hole.
I tell you what, he is picking up some nice blocks down the field to be able to help them just get down the field. Everybody is throwing blocks as we see these instant replays and you pick up somebody else throwing another block. Another handoff. Jacob this time, nice sidestep, lowers the shoulder. They're not going to say he gets in, so nice job there by the Union defense.
Yeah, that's a great defensive stand for Union. To keep the ball there, it's now 3rd and inches.
Great push by the defensive line there for the Union Titans. Just kind of looking at the size there of Skyview's front 4, and they're averaging 2.5 there, so a nice size line.
We've got Levi Webb here getting the football, getting the call.
This time he is going to keep it, and this is going to be another great defensive stand by the Union defense right there. They have just gotten stingy inside the 1-inch line.
Yeah, and Union did a great job there. I mean, it fooled me. I thought that ball was handed off to Webb, and I'm looking, and yeah, no, they went ahead and decided to keep it, and Union did a great job holding the Skyview team to potentially 3 unless they decide to go for it here on 4th and,
they're going to go
less
for
than
it.
1.
Doesn't look like the kickoff, the extra point team is coming in there, so it looks like they're going to go to try to push this in all or nothing.
We may see some sort of hard count maybe to get a new set of downs.
And this time they are saying he still did not get in. So a great defensive stance there by the Union Titans as they stop the Storm right there on the 1-inch line, and that ball is turned over on downs.
Yeah, and we see here this time the ball was given to Webb, and he just gets tripped up there.
He sure does.
By the linebacker. It looks like that was Jason Volovic that was able to go ahead and get an arm on his leg to prevent Webb from getting in the end zone for 6.
So definitely a bend-don't-break mentality there for the Titan defense, who got down to the 1-inch line and got stingy about it and turned the ball over on downs. Big play coming out of the backfield. They're going to have a nice run, and they look like they have a fumble on the field And the Storm is saying that they got the ball back, and the officials are agreeing with them. Tyson Fuhr actually came back in for that series, got the ball knocked out. Let's see if we can pick this up on the replay. There it is right there. There's the hit right there that takes it out.
Looks like the hit was made by Jonathan McAtee. Knocks the ball out. Causes the first turnover.
So the Titan defense does a good job and gets down and gets the ball back to their offense, and the offense gives it right back to Skyview. Trey Jacobs back out there as the running back. Going to get that ball out to the outside. Catch is going to be made. He'll get down inside the 10-yard line. That is Riley Artis. It'll bring up second down. Skyview, a team that does not huddle. They can all stand there, take the call from the sidelines, get their wristbands together, and get ready to take off. Got slot receivers down at the bottom. It's going to hand off. This time Trey Jacobs is going to keep it. He is looking for somewhere to go, and is not going to find a whole lot. Looks like they are going to give him about a yard on that one, and it'll bring up third down.
Yeah, Union's done a good job to address to Trey Jacobs and how he's running the football. He comes out and probably gains close to 30 yards in 3 plays.
Yeah.
And since then, they've stopped him ever since.
Yeah, they sure have. Takes a snap. Kennedy rolls out, looks for somebody to throw it to, and he is going to throw an interception right there on the 1-yard line. Well, it looks like the 1-inch line. So 2 turnovers right there, right inside the 5-yard line for both teams. And we're still 5:09 left to play in the first quarter. Here it is. You see Riley just kind of roll out. Not quite sure who he was throwing that to. That looks like the only one that might have been in the area. That is Po Ching. And that's their tight end out there, number 7. So maybe that's who they were trying to get that ball to.
So 2 good defensive series for Union.
Sure is. Sure is. So it looks like Fuhr is back in as the quarterback. Looks like they'll come in with their strong offense. Get it out there to him again. He's going to identical run to the last time. This time he holds on to the ball and he gets out down just across the 10-yard line. It'll be enough to move the chains and first down and 10.
Yeah, Jalen Salavea there with the tackle to bring him down.
Breaks the huddle there. Renner back there with him. And this is just kind of a old school kind of power formation that their Union's running today. A formation we haven't seen them run all year, actually. Looks like we have
got a late flag.
Titan down on the field. Let's see what's going on here.
And we've got unsportsmanlike on Skyview as well, so that's going to move the football.
Not quite sure who that is on the field, so can't see a number from up here, so we won't speculate. Hopefully he'll be okay here, and he'll be able to get up and walk it off on his own here in a little bit. I want to remind everybody that this is Friday night when we have our doubleheader. We'll have the game after this one tonight. Also a super important game for the 3A in Greater St. Helens. Evergreen going against Kelso. Kelso already solidified their their slot in the playoffs. As it stands right now, they are the winners of GSHL 3A. If they happen to lose to Evergreen tonight, that could create a tie for first place. So it just makes everything real interesting. Possibly a three-way tie that'll have to be decided on a Monday afternoon game, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. That is going to be another play, and not going to get much out of that one. So they are definitely running the old school. So they, I don't know if you've seen that offense before. Probably like back in the 20s, in the 1920s, and they're not, the center. There is three backs in the back, and the center snaps it to one of the three. And that's the way the play is called. So they're coming up here again. So there's an up man, two guys in the back. Everybody potentially can get the ball. This ball is going to get snapped again for an outside. This time not going to get a whole lot out of it before he's run out of bounds. Skyview all over that. Colby Warner, number 10, making good contact and running the running back out of bounds. All right, Mouse back there they're back to their traditional offense. Slot receivers, one running back, send the man in motion. Vera rolls out, tries to find somebody open, catches a man out there in the flat.
Yeah,
nice
replay.
Here.
Yeah, it looks like that's Chase Lofton that brings in the grab.
Yep, it sure is. That'll bring up fourth down. Got to get across the 37 to move the chains. And we're going to have movement, early movement. We'll see, and that is going to be against the Titans, so that'll back them up 5. Make it in a fourth down 9 situation. We'll see if Coach Rosenbach's going to do on this. Doesn't look like they're bringing out a punt team, so we might see another quick kick. Nope, there goes the punt team right there. They're going to go ahead and play the field position game and punt this one away and try it again. Down to 3:26 left to play in the game. In the game. I got the game over already. First quarter, and we've already had 2 turnovers, big turnovers. Both teams knotted at 0 here, trying to get it figured out. Low kick, and that hits the helmet. Not quite sure who that almost another dangerous turnover there for Skyview as the football bounces off the helmet. It looks like of the Skyview player.
That's what it looked like, and there was also a flag. It looks like a block in the back. And we'll see it here. You see the block in the back there by number 5, and it does hit his helmet.
It does hit his helmet. Good job there to be all over that.
Lucky to be able to recover that one.
Sure was, and that was McAtee. McAtee the ball hawk today, all over the ball. Saves this one for him, and it'll be their ball in Titan territory. First down and 10. Fakes it. He's going to get chased out of the pocket. Gets away from it. And I knew that was going to be a flag. He's got to see him coming. Colton Mao on a crackback is going to get that 15-yard penalty. I have mixed emotions about that.
Yeah, I do
that
too.
Being a penalty these days. I mean, it definitely we don't want kids getting hurt. That is going to be a call. That'll bring up 15 yards there. So that big penalty pushed them back into their own territory to the 45-yard line. They'll need to get back across the 35 to move the chains. This time he's not going to be able to get away, and he's going to take the sack, lose about 4 more yards on that play, and then bring up second down and a whole lot to go.
Looks like that big sack was made by Servando Robles, Jr. for Union.
He was looking out there to his right side of the field. He did have 2 receivers in there. One of them broke the route off. Which one was that? That looked like JJ broke his route off to, and he didn't see him before he was able to get that away. He's going to pull this out and keep it again. This is like the 3rd time he's opted to keep the football instead of just going on and giving it to his running back.
Yeah, which, I mean, Jake Hennig, he's got great speed, but he's got to be able to get out of the pocket and break that first set of tackles in order to be able to do anything.
Yeah, he sure does.
And the last 2 times he's tried to do that, he hasn't been successful in breaking across that line of scrimmage.
All right, this is going to bring up 3rd down. Gavin Parker's lining up down here, number 8, down here at the bottom of the screen by yourself. Got 2 receivers up top. Quick pitch. Decides to cut that up a little early. I think he could have stretched that out a little bit more before he tried to cut that back in.
You see here, James just...
Yeah, he sure could have. He could have... A little more patience, let the block set up in front of him. That would have made a much bigger run.
A little surprised with the play call there, sitting on 3rd and 20.
Yeah. Yeah. They'll go in and punt this one away. Union doesn't have anybody back to collect it, so they'll let it punt. All snap almost gets away from it.
That's a great bounce.
Yeah. And Union's going to take the ball over down inside the 10. 1st and 10 looks like from the 7-yard line.
I should have said that was a great Skyview bounce. Doing my best to be impartial here.
Right. There you go. Down inside the 5 again. They're going to bring this hands this one off. And there's going to be nowhere for that young man to go.
Looks like that was Luke Burbank with the carry.
Looks like they're going to give him a yard, 2nd and 9. Okay, well, we have an official walking a player off the field here. See if we can't figure out what went on with that one a little bit later. I don't know if it was an equipment issue or what. But it looks like we're ready to go here. Looks like this probably be the last play of the first quarter. Looking for somebody. He's going to get chased. He gets out of the pocket, tries to throw that one downfield, and throws it out of bounds. And that will end the first quarter of play here at McKenzie Stadium. We've got the Titans and the Storm going against each other 0-0. Defensive ball game here so far.
A smart little scramble by Adoran. Get out of the pocket there, throw the ball away so he doesn't lose any yards. As we swap sides of the field, it's going to be about 3rd and 9. Interesting. We've seen the running game of Union a little bit. It's a running game by committee tonight.
Yeah,
we've seen 3 or 4 different running backs get a hold of the football and try to make things happen, which is something we typically haven't seen a whole lot of Union in previous years.
No, I mean they definitely, this offense that we've seen this. Well, I should say this formation that we saw here early in the first quarter when they were down with their backs up against their goal line. We haven't seen Union run anything like that ever.
Yeah.
Really. So, definitely something that's never been on film. It is definitely old school football. I mean, that's talking about throwback day. That is something that you don't see a whole lot of. And they created a little momentum with it when they kind of caught them off guard, not really knowing who was going to get the ball. But then it kind of looked like Skyview kind of figured it out, and then they went back to their more traditional lineups here that they've used throughout the year. All right, we're starting the second quarter here. Drops back, has a man coming through the middle, makes the catch. Nice job, and that looks like that might have been the tight end number 85 that just released off the field.
Yeah,
nobody there for him.
Looks like that's Ben Halid breaking through the middle, and I'll tell you, he gets lucky here not to get popped because he is in no man's land as he catches that football.
Sure does. Nice catch there. Trying to get this one outside. Another nice catch. Good job there. Nice route ran there by the young man. Is that Smoot, number 1?
That was Toby Smoot, but you see here it was a great pass by Adoran, leading his receiver the way he needed to find open space.
So Adoran sharing quarterback responsibilities with Tyson Fuhrer tonight. It's the first time we've seen him play quarterback this season that we've actually broadcasted. Going to hand this off. Luke Burbank refusing to go down. Got flags everywhere, helmets on the turf, so we'll see here what went on.
So that was Ty Evans who lost his hat. He'll have to go out for a play.
Yeah, I'm just looking here at Skyview's roster. They have a bunch of underclassmen on their team out here playing football on Friday night. And with the way they've played so far this year, that's definitely something for that coaching staff to be pleased about. To know that they've got at least another one more year after this one to
a good core that comes back.
Yeah,
they've had a successful year this year, and so coming back with a bunch of seniors next year that know the systems and knows the playbook and has seen time on Friday night.
Oh yeah,
things are looking up for the Skyview Storm.
Most definitely. Looks like that play might have been broken up there. Somebody not really knowing exactly where they need to go. A.J. Adoran, quarterback, still on this. Tyson Fury on the sidelines doesn't appear to be hurt. Still has his hat on, so maybe this is something they just plan on doing. A nice little pass there by Adoran. Gets that ball right there. Great catch. Right on the sideline.
Yeah, you see Chase Lofton here just break right up the sideline. He's able to make sure he keeps his feet in bounds as he catches that football to move the chains for Union.
Adoran and Burbank in the backfield. They're going to hand this one off. He is going to get caught in the backfield, but he's going to keep going. And he is going to get down across the 10-yard line. Nice run there by the running back. Definitely a battle in the trenches here between these two teams.
Yeah, first time tonight Union's been in their red zone.
Drops back. Screenplay almost picked off, but that's going to be caught anyway, and it's going to be a touchdown. Off the tip drill there, almost intercepted by one of the defensive linemen.
What a play there by Chase Lofton. You see here, Adoran is looking for Lofton, and that ball is just tipped.
Sure
Big
is.
lineman, and Chase is able to tip it back to himself, catch it, and make the 10-yard sprint to the end zone. Big play for Union to go up 6-0.
Sure is. Great job there. Great catch by the receiver on that play to get the ball in the end zone. So we wait to the second quarter, but now we've got points on the scoreboard. Union on top 6 right now. And we're going to fake it. And that is not going to make it, so Union's only going to leave 6 points on the board. We'll see how that fares later on through the game. That always seems to come back and haunt people when they leave it out there like that.
Yeah, it certainly does, right? it always keeps, it'll come into play later on in this game, I guarantee it. But I think if you're Union, I think that's the right call, right? To keep Skyview on their toes. This is a must-win game for you. I don't think a point is going to lose you this game. So
Right.
You might as well try to get 2. A point could win you this game, but it isn't going to lose you this game. And so I think that was the right move by Union.
So Union hits pay dirt first. We'll see if the Storm have a reply for this. I want to remind everybody you're watching this on EPS Sports, channel 28 and 328, Comcast. Please remind anybody and everybody who is out of the immediate area that we are also live on YouTube at the Evergreen channel. Please have anybody outside of the area log in and enjoy the game with us. Rodney Lawrence and Ryan Vassbinder here on a Friday night. McKenzie Stadium here in Clark County. We're ready for the kickoff here. We'll keep this one low. It's going to get picked up right at the 20-yard line.
Oh, wow.
And some great footwork out there. It's going to get him out there to about the 40-yard line before he's run out of bounds.
Yeah, there was 2 or 3 times there I figured he's not going to pick up any yards, and he continued to move.
Yeah, he sure
He was
did.
able to get a decent return out of it.
Great second effort there. That's Colby Warner.
And, that's one juke short of taking him back to the house for 6.
Yeah, sure is. Sure is. Kennedy and Jacob back on the field. Slot receivers down here at the bottom. Nice little turnaround route. He's going to get 9 yards out of it before he gets run out of bounds.
Yeah, it's Gavin Packer with the reception. Good pickup at 9.
Sure is. And Gavin, I kind of mentioned it earlier, he is the leading receiver for those guys.
Yeah, he's averaging over 100 yards a game.
Yeah.
For the season so far.
7 TDs, so he's playing well. And this went off. And ball slips out of Jacobs' hands, but they're going to say he's already down. Jacob, once again, he's actually going to lose a yard out of that play. Third and short. We have 3 receivers set up down here at the bottom. One's going to come free. Jacob steps out, and he is going to lose even more yardage. I tell you what, I kind of want to say that the Union defense is doing a great job, but I kind of feel like that Skyview's offense is kind of falling apart here a little bit.
Yeah, I think it's a little bit of both. There's been some missed blocks on that Skyview offensive line and just letting people through, and it's put Jake Kennedy under pressure.
Sure
and
has.
It's made him scramble.
See here, hard count. See if they're going to get anybody to jump. We'll see if, and this is going to look like it's going to be a quick kick, and that's exactly what it is. And that'll roll down inside the 25-yard line, and where Union will take the ball over.
I think he was lucky to get that one off. Quick kick looked a little low. It almost looked like he put it into one of his linesman's backsides. Got a Union player down.
So, do you kind of get the impression there that, the last couple of series we've watched the Storm's offense. I don't know. It just looks like that first series, when we watched Trey Jacobs, they gave him the ball and he just took it and ran hard downhill. Now it looks like I kind of felt like they're searching. They're looking for places to go instead of just taking that ball, running, pressing the hole, finding space, and just getting into it.
Yeah, I agree, because they picked up 30, 40 yards in that first series in 5 or 6 plays.
Yeah.
And then, Union came up and had that goal line stand, and then they intercepted the football, and I think it's made Skyview really kind of question their offense a little bit, try to find something else that works rather than sticking with the original game plan. And I think if they can go back to it, they should be able to find some success with a little bit more space in the field.
Run the ball.
Yeah.
Run the ball. All right, empty backfield for Union. This is going to be a quarterback keeper. J.J. Adiron, he's going to get down to about the 29-yard line before he stopped. Bring up second down, it looks like about 6. Empty backfield again. See if Adiron decides he's going to run this ball again. He definitely has Skyview's off defense spread out here. So there's a lot of space out there on the field right now. Steps back. Gets that ball out there too. That's Luke Burbank makes the catch. Looks like he got a yard out of that. They're going to spot the ball right there on the 30. And Tyson Fuhrer is back in the game. Luke Burbank comes out. But Fuhrer is not in the game as the quarterback. He's going to come in as a receiver. I'm sorry, that wasn't Fuhrer. That's number 6. He makes the big catch, comes in with the loud shoes, and he's going to make the catch and get all the way across. That is Cody Zehner. He comes in. Cody makes the big catch there. Picks up some nice blocking from his outside backer, or outside receiver, I should say, and that's going to move the chains for him. This time 2 running backs in the backfield. Nice hard run there by the running back as he gets down across the 50-yard line. Clayton Mouse. Strong run downfield.
Yeah, Mouse is just doing what he always does. He just turns upfield and he moves those legs. It's a good hard run.
Sure is. Mouse 317 yards on the season on plus 40 carries.
And there's Fuhrer with a 5-yard carry.
No, that's Zehner, number 7. Fuhrer is 6. I messed him up the last time too, so we got it right now, though.
We got it right now.
Cody Zehner carrying the lion's share of the running this season. 91 touches there for 511 yards. Another good run there by Mouse as he's going to get down to about the 41-yard line. That'll bring up 3rd and short. Right now, Skyview's defense having a tough time with the Union run. Adaron drops back. That ball is going to get picked off. Brings it out to the outside. And that is going to be another turnover there by the Union Titans. Nice job there by the linebacker as he just kind of drops back there into the coverage and picks that one off.
Yeah, big pick off here. Good read by Jalen Salavea. Salavea listed at 5'11", 240. He moved pretty well with the ball after that.
Dropped right back into the pass route there. Adaron, I'm sure, didn't even see him when he let that ball go. So another big turnover there by the Titans. Skyview back on the field for another opportunity. Gavin Parker. You see what I'm talking about? I mean, he kind of stretched that play out. If he'd have just ran straight up the field, he probably would have got a little bit more than the 3 yards that he got. Bring up 2nd and 7. This time a nice pull out, keep it, get around the edge, finds the corner. And it looks like he is going to get all the way down. Where are they going to have him? Oh, okay, right there at about the 46-yard line. Doesn't go out of bounds. Clock's going to continue to run on that one. Third and 5. That time a good decision by Jake Kennedy to pull that one out and keep it. Parker goes into motion. They're going to give it to Parker on a sweep. Get underneath the block. He tries to bring that back under. And he is not going to make it to the sticks there. And that's going to bring up, it looks like 4th down and about 1.5 yards, possible 2. They are in Titan territory. We'll see if they decide to go ahead and go for this.
I think you have to if you're Skyview. We've got 2 minutes and 30 seconds, in the half and counting. And you're going to get the ball back in the second half.
All right, here we go. Going to hand this ball off. Just going to lower his shoulder. Nice, strong run. And he'll get down across the 40, and that'll be enough to move the chains.
Yeah, this is Trey Jacob. He's just going right up the middle.
Yeah.
He's able to find his 2-3 yards that he needs to move the chains, get a first down.
Coming up here on 2 minutes left in the first half. Skyview on the move after a big turnover by the Titans. And that ball is not going to be handled there as it hit Gavin Parker in the hands, not able to bring that one in. That incomplete pass will stop the clock at 1:45. 2nd and 10.
Yeah, Packers going to have to shake that one off because that ball should have been caught.
Yeah, sure should have. Three receivers at the bottom. Stromberg on the bottom, and that's going to be against the Titans. We'll move the ball 5 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down and 5. Kennedy takes the snap, gets it out to the outside quick. Okay, it looks like he is going to get enough to move the chains here. It's Artis makes the catch. Gets just enough to move the chains. Minute and a half left to play inside the 30-yard line. Fakes it, has a receiver open down the middle. Not quite sure what happened. That looks like the ball looks like it may have slipped out of Jake Kennedy's hands. His man was open. He had a defender on his heels, so all he had to do was put it on him. Catch that in stride, they could have been looking at 6 points.
Yeah, and they're doing their best to keep the ball dry. It looks like the rain is certainly lined up, but the surface is still wet.
Yeah. Clock stopped at 1:13 left to play in the first half. 2nd down and 10. And this time he is going to have nowhere to go. And that's the big number 52 for the Union Titans. Just blew right over the top of Trey Jacob.
Yeah, Servando Robles. That's the second time we've called his number tonight with a big play.
Yeah, he came off the line untouched. That almost wasn't fair for Trey to have to pick him up.
No.
Man, there was nothing he could do but play catch on that one. And that is going to bring up 3rd down, as they're going to say, are they saying he caught it? We're just trying to see here.
They're trying to figure that out.
And it looks like we got a timeout here with 19 seconds left to play in the first half here. That ball is, from up here, it looked like it bounced.
Yes, I agree. But they called it a catch.
But they're calling it a catch, so let's see here.
They were a lot closer than what we were.
They sure were. They sure were. So
we'll give them the benefit of the doubt.
We'll let them have that.
I might have blinked. So we've got 19 seconds left on the clock here in the first half. You know, Skyview is certainly, they have 2 timeouts left, it looks like.
Yeah.
And so, you know, they're definitely going to be looking towards the end zone. Watching their warm-ups, it doesn't look like they've got a big field goal kicker that has a lot of length to them. And so they're certainly going to be looking for the end zone. They probably have time to get 2, maybe 3 plays off in the next 19 seconds.
But we haven't seen a whole lot downfield from Jake Kennedy in this first half, so we'll see. Superman in motion. And they got a trick play, and they are going to get a touchdown on the trick play and get into the end zone. That is going to be J.J. Stromberg, who just releases up the field.
Yeah, well, and if Gavin Packer isn't catching touchdown passes, he's throwing touchdown passes. He lets this one fly, finds Stromberg wide open in the end zone, and that puts up 6 for Skyview.
And there you go. Right there, we got a tie ball game on the trick play. You know, the way he went into motion, it was like, okay, so what's going to happen?
What's going on? Why would you throw that ball in the backfield?
As a deep motion, generally, you know, the only other time he went in motion was the fly sweep. So we'll see here. Get that ball down, and they're going to. And with that, Skyview back on top. Well, I shouldn't say back on top. Skyview on top now. 6-7 as they go into halftime here. 13 seconds left to play. Coach Matheson Coach Rosenbaugh having to talk with his defender over there. Got caught looking in the backfield on that one and let the receiver leak behind him.
Yeah, you know, that's tough. I mean, you're not expecting that type of thing to develop, and you're doing your best to collapse down everything with short time left on the half, and he just got caught.
Yeah, he sure did. All right, here we lined up here. Skyview about to kick this ball off. Pretty sure they'll try to keep this one low to the ground. Run some time off the clock. Looks like Ethan McClinton, the kicker, and they are going to put this one in the air, and it's going to get caught right there at the 10. And he's going to get tripped up right on the other side of the 20. Ran about 5 seconds off the clock there, and Titans will take the ball with 8 seconds to play in the first half. They are down now by a point, 7-6.
Union here, you just take a knee, take this one into half.
Yeah. And it looks like that's exactly what they're going to do. And that is the case. And they will let the clock run out. We will show you the highlights of the first half before we step away for the halftime. And that's going to expire the first half. And this is going to be that first touchdown there by Union off the tip drill. And they're going to get that one in for the touchdown. Union goes on top 6. They don't get the extra point. And then the big trick play by the Storm as they go in backwards into the end zone. They are able to get their extra point, so they're going to go into the halftime here up by a point, 7-6. This is EPS Sports. Rodney Lawrence and Ryan Vassbinder. We'll be back for quarter 3 here in a bit.
It truly is amazing that our community felt the need to make sure that the education that's happening at Mountain View, that the building matched the education. And that's what we're seeing here. So we'll have high standards here, and we'll make sure that we're making our community proud. As you explore the new school and all it has to offer, realize that a school is more than just some classrooms. It's a place where students will strive every day to become the best versions of themselves. Astronomer Carl Sagan once said, "Somewhere, something incredible is waiting to be known." It is my sincere hope that the generations of students who pass through these halls will learn something new and incredible every day.
At the old school, we had the right culture. We had the best teachers and staff to lead the students. And now with the new building, all the right pieces are due to come together and providing us with the best possible high school experience. The sky is truly the limit with this new school.
First, I know this school has always been great, but I know with this new building, it has the potential to be even greater. With new equipment, better sport facilities, and a better environment for teachers to teach in, this allows for our students to get a great high school experience.
Thanks, as everyone has said, thanks to the voters. In 2018, everyone came together and decided that Evergreen needed better. We needed better facilities for the future of our students and for the future of education. And with that, in 2018, the voters approved our Envision Evergreen bond, which was the largest bond in the state of Washington's history. That speaks volumes.
What a great day. A brand new building, 277,000 square feet of amazing. What do you think? What do you think? How about that? I told you how much work it is for principals to coordinate the staff, but each one of the staff members has had to spend countless hours putting together the front office, putting together the classrooms, and I just want to thank you for that and all that you're doing and have done to make this a beautiful learning space for our students. And I have had the pleasure as a principal and as a superintendent, this is the third brand new high school that I've had the chance to open up, and I will tell you that the expectations will rise. Everybody's belief in themselves, everybody's belief that what is possible, and let's lean into that and do the best that we can for our students to make sure our expectations are where they need to, and that our students learn at the highest levels.
Do it. 10, 9,
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Thank you for being here. Go Thunder!
Hello, I'm Matt Griffin from EPS Sports, and every week this fall, we'll be bringing you live high school sports coverage from around Clark County. EPS Sports, VPS Game Time, and Battleground TV Sports will be broadcasting live football, soccer, and volleyball. Every Friday, it's live high school football. During the week, it's live soccer and volleyball. And all the games are produced and broadcast by video production students from Evergreen, Vancouver, and Battleground Public Schools. Keep an eye on the channels of TV, etc. Comcast channels 27, 28, 29, and 328 for games every week.
Evergreen Public Schools reside on the traditional lands of the Chinookan peoples and the Cowlitz tribe. Weiss Middle School resides on Cowlitz Indian Tribe Aboriginal land. They have lived on and cared for this land and its waterways since time immemorial. We thank them for their stewardship and make this acknowledgement to open a space of recognition, inclusion, and respect for all Indigenous students, families, and staff in our community.
This is objectively, I would say, the most beautiful middle school facility I've ever seen, and it's a privilege to be here to welcome our students and families tonight. They have excitedly anticipated today, and it will be so moving to see students in the state-of-the-art learning environments, the spaces that were designed for support, safety, access, and dignity, and in the cutting-edge elective environments.
So much change has happened this year on the inside of the school and on the outside. I mean, think of it. Last year, we were co-living with change 5 out of 7 days of the week for 7 hours each day. The change of the walls being built, the change of the dirt being dug up, and the change of the sidewalk being put in, all drastic changes on the outside of the school. But also on the inside of the school, we had the mascot change from being the Weist Warriors to the now Weist Wolverines. This year, I'm not only looking forward to the new orchestra and theater buildings, which by the way are going to be sick. I'm also looking forward to experiencing the change in the new school as an 8th grader before I go off to Mountain View High School.
We're very proud that we are a dual language school, and ABLE is part of our dual language program, and so as such we will be speaking today in both Spanish and English. So welcome, ABLE.
I am most excited about activities, the gym, and how our new jerseys will sport our new mascot, Go Wolverines. Estoy muy entusiasmado con las actividades, el gimnasio y cómo nuestras nuevas camisetas y uniformes deportivos lucirán con nuestra nueva mascota. Vamos glotones.
Thank you to all of our voters in Evergreen's community, to everyone that supported the efforts, and for everyone that put in the time, the talent, the sweat, and I'm sure some tears in building this amazing building behind us.
And most importantly, this is a phenomenal facility for our students. We underestimate how important a good physical learning space is for our students and the difference it'll make. I see teachers nodding their heads. You're going to notice when students come in, they're going to feel differently. They're going to feel more valued. You're going to feel more valued. Everything in the school is just going to raise up, and it's just going to be excited. You have phenomenal administration here, great teachers, so I can't wait to see what this school does. Now, I think what we've all come here, let's cut some ribbon. How about that?
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, we want to welcome everybody back to the game here. Union Titans and the Skyview Storm battling today. We have got a close ball game here as we go into the second half. Skyview's on top by a point, 7-6. Big trick play there at the end of the first half there to get them on the board as the first half expired. Skyview will get the ball back here. They do have the momentum going in the second half, but we haven't seen Skyview a lot this year. Well, not at all. And the few times you've got an opportunity to see Union, Coach and his staff have always been real good at game planning for the second half of the ball game here. One thing that I did notice, Ryan, that and we kind of talked about with the score being what it is coming into the third quarter, it is a big thing for the Titan defense. They have given up a lot of points, and that's kind of been the opportunity for these guys all year long, is the amount of points the defense has given up. And to be sitting here at only giving up 6 points halfway through the football game is something good for them to kind of start this, something to kind of hang their hats on as we come in here to the second half.
Yeah, I absolutely agree with you. I mean, for Union to come out, hold Skyview to 7, they've played a really good job defensively. This very well could be a game that would be sitting 21-6 right now.
Yeah, sure could.
And they've had one really big goal line defensive stop, and another one they intercepted the football on the 1 yard line. So, it's been a game of turnovers.
Yeah, it sure has.
Union has thrown an interception. They've lost a fumble. Skyview's thrown an interception, and so they've essentially canceled each other out. But if someone can secure the football and prevent these turnovers, that's going to be the turning point in the second half. I think either team has an equal shot of winning this football game. And so at the beginning, when that first drive with Skyview, you saw them move the ball down the field. They ran the football. They saw a lot of success. Then they ran into that goal line stop, and all of a sudden they changed their game plan.
Kind of fell apart a little bit after that. The type of running that we saw in that first series looked a whole lot different than series 4, 5, and 6. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see what they were able to talk about in the locker rooms, and how both of these teams are going to try to figure out how to turn this around and generate some offense here. Up to this point, defensive game and turnovers have been the conversation in the first half. We're going to pooch that one up. That's going to be Artis who makes the catch. Artis is going to catch that. Give them some pretty decent field position here as they start the third quarter here. First down and 10, just inside their own territory. Starters back out here on the field. That is Jake Kennedy, their quarterback, and Trey Jacob, the running back. Going to give this ball to Trey. Trey trying to go upfield. He is going to get wrapped up. Looks like they are going to give him the line of scrimmage.
Good tackle there by Clayton Mouse. Stopped Jacob in his tracks.
Jacob looking for cutback lanes on this one. Probably should have just kind of let this one ride. He was out just to the outside. Missed block there by the pulling tackle. Hard count, catches the Titans off guard there, and that'll move them 5 yards. I mean, he's going to get flushed out of the pocket. He's going to get around the corner, and he's going to get running. He's going to run himself out midfield. And there's going to be a holding call on the running back there, Trey Jacobs, as he tried to keep his quarterback safe. Going to check this out.
You see here, Kennedy just starts to scramble, and yeah, there's the hold right there.
Yeah, the takedown is going to get the flag called every single time. So they will back that up 10 yards. That'll bring up second down. 21 to go. And this was kind of their problem here in the first half, too. They found themselves in some long yardage situations to try to get back into the thick of things.
Yeah, I was going to bring up that same thing. This is the third series where they're sitting at more than 20 yards to pick up the first down.
Yeah. Parker makes the catch, makes a couple miss, but the Titans rally up there on him. He gets back to the 25-yard line. So it looks like they're going to give him about 3 yards out of this play. Titan secondary and linebackers doing a good job getting off blocks to make tackles right now. Stromberg, Parker, and Artis, 3 receivers on the far side. As a man coming across the middle. Oh, just outside the reached arms. That was Gavin Parker, the intended receiver. Kennedy kind of threw that one off his back foot, kind of backing up, not able to really put it on him. And that's going to bring out the punt team. Brady Davis handling the kicking responsibilities. Push that one out there. It's going to take a bounce. And they'll down it just inside the 25-yard line. Titans will take over from there.
Decent punt for Skyview. Got some good yardage out of it. And in the first half, we've seen Union see some real success running the football and keeping it on the ground, especially seeing some different, schemes as they're lining up along, the line of scrimmage. We'll see if that continues here as they have their first possession of the half.
Alrighty, so Titans come out first possession of the second half. Empty backfield. Adiron back there by himself. Drops back. Looks for a man across the middle. He makes the catch. And he is getting over to midfield before he is taken down. Nice job by the receiver. Nice just post route. Adiron hits him in stride.
Yeah, Ben Halid here comes out and he runs a great route. I think Skyview was a little surprised having to deal with 5 receivers on the line of scrimmage. He's able to pick it up just in the middle of the football field.
Empty backfield once again. 3 receivers up top. This time Adiron's going to keep it for himself. It looks like that might have been a fumble that lineman was able to fall on there. Kind of saved him. Lose 2 yards out of it, and it'll bring up second down. Third down. No, that is second down, I'm sorry. So first 3 plays of this quarter, no running back. Drops back again, screenplay here. And that is going to be picked out and sniffed out right away as the big guy there, number 52, there to make that tackle as soon as he makes the catch.
That's Jalen Salavea again. That's his 3rd big hit of the night.
Drabinski felt that when he made that catch.
He did. Drabinski giving up 60 pounds.
Yeah. Running back in the game, that is going to be Luke Burbank. Shift formation, strong side into the boundary. And it looks like we're going to have some movement by the Titans. It'll back them up 5 yards. All right, reset. 3rd and 15. Adderon drops back, has a man coming down the middle. This one is going to almost gets picked off as the outside, the corner out there on the far side tries to come in and pick this one out of the air.
Yeah, Adderon gets lucky here, as you see on the replay. He tries to find his receiver, but he ends up throwing it into triple coverage.
Yeah.
And he gets lucky that one isn't
Real
picked
lucky.
off.
Yeah, sure is. So that'll bring up 4th down. Punting team on the field. Gavin Parker is going to drop back deep to receive the punt for Skyview. Adderon. That's going to be off the side of his foot. This time nobody around to bounce off their helmet this time. And looks like it'll roll out of bounds at about the 21-yard line. So not a bad kick with the roll and everything. Skyview's going to take the ball over on the 21.
Yeah, no, I think that's a great punt there. You keep the ball away from Packer. You avoid him returning, getting a big return, and you're sitting there, and Union's playing defense now from the Skyview 21.
Yeah, I think it worked out in their favor. That went off the side of his foot.
Yeah.
All right, a keeper on the backside. Jake Kennedy is going to get, it looks like about 6 or 7 out of that before he's run out of bounds. So, looks like 5 is ultimately where he stepped out, so that'll bring up 2nd down. Tripped receivers down here at the bottom. Stromberg, the outside guy. Jake's going to get flushed out of the pocket, looking still downfield. This time it looks like he's going to just go ahead and take off, and he'll get taken out of bounds.
Like no gain, maybe loss of a half yard. See here, Kennedy just decides to keep it. He's not seeing what he's not liking what he's seeing downfield.
Artis was standing right there in front of him, but the thing was he couldn't get his shoulders around to actually throw that ball to him, so he had to just keep running. Being chased a little too closely by the Titan defensive line. So design role play. Kennedy is going to get that one up the field, and he's going to get that ball handed off to Stromberg, it looks like. That is number 80. Stromberg makes the catch. It looks like it's not a first down. It's real close. We'll see what's going on here.
Yeah, I was going to say, it looks like Stromberg did a great job of making sure he was beyond that first down marker. We'll see what is ruled, though. Looks like they are going to measure it.
Yeah. No benefit of the doubt on this one, huh?
No.
Skyview does get it by
a nose.
By a nose there. So 1st and 10. Good pitch and catch there between Jake and Stromberg. That's going to move the chains. 1st down and 10.
Definitely seen a different pace of football in the second half
Yeah.
compared to the first half.
Sure are. Another handoff. Nice job as he bounces that one to the outside. And that is probably the best run we've seen since the first series of the first quarter. Credit there to the pulling guard on that play.
Yeah, that
He made a nice little seal block. If you kind of look at it here on the outside, right there. And that's the block right there that kind of freed everything up for everybody.
Yeah, it gave Jacob a good hole.
Good camera shot there from the camera crew. Appreciate that. Big run, moves the chains once again. This time the Titans all over that play, not able to get anything out of that one as Kennedy tried to keep it and go it out the back door again like he did a couple of series ago. This time, no go. It's going to take a big loss on this one, second and a lot.
Yeah, it was Taylor LePack with the sack. Listener typically plays tight end. Playing a little defensive line tonight.
So here they go again, lined up. We've got Artis and Parker at the bottom. He is going to get flushed out of the pocket again. He's going to take this one himself this time. And there we go. Now that's a nice strong run by that young man as he gets straight up the field with determination about moving these chains.
And we saw that once in the first half. You know, when Kennedy can find some space and get going, he's got tremendous speed. But he just hasn't been able to get outside of any pressure aside from these two runs. And once he gets moving.
There you go. I mean, that's determination right there. I mean, he made the tackler pay for that one, and that's what I like to see. When you decide you're going to run. Take off and do it. Looking for somebody. This is not able to step into that one. Gavin Parker, the intended receiver, did have two defenders over there with him. Jake Kennedy threw that one going backwards. Not quite the safest pass to throw. It's kind of hard to be accurate when you're going backwards instead of stepping into it. But gets lucky, incomplete pass, 2nd and 10. Going to hand this one off. Trey Jacobs, nice run by Jacobs as he gets down across the 35-yard line. That's going to move, that'll bring up 3rd down and about a yard. So not quite 10 yards on that play.
And this is what we were talking about as we came out of halftime. This is the offense that we saw from Skyview in their first series that disappeared for the rest of the first half. And they've seen lots of success, and we'll see how things continue to progress as they get closer to the end zone.
Yeah. Clock continuing to roll. This will be a pretty quick third quarter here. Both teams come out doing a lot of running here in the second half. Trips receivers up top. They're going to give it to Jacob again. He will get the first down. Looks like he'll go down at about the 31-yard line. It'll move the chains. Clock continuing to roll. Jake Kennedy has thrown for over 1,000 yards this year, so, you know, he's got the ability to make connections downfield. That went off the shoestrings of their shoelaces of Gavin Packer, not able to bring that one in. Able to bring up 2nd down.
Pass just being a little low.
Drops back. He's going to get flushed. Gets away from it. And we got another holding call. Looks like it's going to happen here as a flag gets thrown again. Looks like this might be on Trey Jacobs. And that is going to be the call. So another big holding penalty.
Yeah, that's the second one that's negated big runs for Skyview. And it puts them in a familiar position of second and long.
Yeah, where they've been trying to come out of the entire time. So that's going to push him back almost to midfield. Trey Jacobs now comes out of the game. He's going to be replaced. It's like Ethan Stein comes in as a receiver. They're going to go with an empty backfield now. Oh, no, I take that back. There is a receiver. A running back there. And that is just going to be Parker. Nice strong run by Parker. Just kind of leans into the DB and takes him for a ride for about 3-4 yards. Go down into 42. Got another shot at that. Just a quick pitch out to Parker. Picked up a few blocks downfield to get him that extra yards. A lot of it was just him, though. 3 receivers down here at the bottom. We have got Artis, Parker, and Stromberg here at the bottom of the screen. Trey Jacobs back in the game. And looks like Skyview is going to call a timeout. 3rd and 21, big play, and now we got a late penalty flag too. So let's see what happened on that one.
It's a weird spot for a penalty flag to come, unless you think it could be some sort of unsportsmanlike conduct. Maybe somebody said something on the sidelines.
Nope, they're going to wave it.
All right.
Wave the flag and timeout. I didn't get a peek at the field clock, and that might have been dangerously close to 0.
It could have been.
Yep. Good shot there of Rory Rosenbaugh trying to get his team fired up. 3rd and 21, big play here.
Yeah, I mean, Skyview's if we look at it time of possession wise in this 3rd quarter, Skyview has held the ball for the majority of the time.
Yeah.
They've had penalties that have backed them up. They just haven't been able to get past this threshold of the 30, 25-yard line.
Yeah, good momentum like we saw before, and then it just kind of died again.
Just kind of stalls out.
Yep. All right, both teams back on the field ready to go. Familiar formation for Skyview. And the ball's going to have to get picked up off the ground. Quarterback is going to take off. And he is going to get a whole lot out of this off of a broken play. So great job there by the quarterback. And we're going to have to credit their here's the replay. I do believe there's a nice block picked up downfield. We'll see if we can't catch the number on that one as well on this replay. But just a good job. Just making something out of nothing here.
Yeah, and he keeps his feet moving. I mean, he's going to be short of that first down marker, but it brings it up to 4th and 2 instead of 4th and 30.
Right. Number 7, Po Chang, is the one who was up there who made the block that's going to gave him the extra yards to get them as close as they are. Big play here for both teams. And we're going to get a timeout call by Union this time. And this is a big play for Skyview. Big play for Skyview. You want to make sure that everybody's firing on the same cylinders there on that one. Make sure that they're going to have an opportunity to make a clean stop here. This is fourth and a long 2.
Right. Union's made a couple stops, earlier in this game, but they were goal line stops. There's much more space behind them with this play, and so they're going to have to keep an eye on that as well. And so we'll see if they can come up big and make a big stop here, get a turnover on downs.
Both teams back on the field ready to go. Going to pitch this, and he is going to get across the 20-yard line. That is going to move the chains. Nice little move there by the running back, Trey Jacobs. Coming down to 2 minutes left to play in the third quarter. The Storm inside the red zone. They're going to give this to Jacobs again. Jacob trying to get the outside, not able to. Good job there by the Titan defender to seal that edge. We'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that is going to be it. Drops back, so looking for Jacob right there in the middle. Kind of dumps that one just right over the line there. Not quite a screen, I would call it, but just kind of released in there behind the defensive line and kind of waited on that one. He'll get 3 yards out of that. Stromberg gets the ball on the outside. Nice job by Mouse to come all the way across the field to make that tackle. Stromberg does get down inside the 10. That'll bring up first down and goal. And let's take another look at that.
There's just a quick out to Stromberg, who's down by the touch line. He's able to get enough for the first.
Moving the chains here. First and goal from inside the 10-yard line. Last time they were down here, the Union defense got real stingy on them. We'll see how this is going to play itself out now. And this time they are going to be able to get in on a nice read there by the quarterback, Jake Kennedy, who pulled that one out just in time to get up the field for the touchdown. So with that play, as the third quarter runs out, Skyview goes back on the board.
Yeah, you see it here. And
great job there by Jacob to hold on to that one.
Great job.
Play
Fooled
like
the
he had it.
cameraman, fooled everyone.
Exactly. Good job. Good job. And we just got a penalty flag. What's going to go on here? So that'll back them up. There's a picture of Kelso's team in the background. Those guys will be here for the second half of our doubleheader tonight. This ball is going to get off, and it does get across barely, but it does get across. And Skyview on top, 14-6 right now over the Titans.
Which still makes it's still only a one position game. You know, and Union has seen some success moving the football downfield.
They have.
They haven't been able to convert and make it into the end zone except for the one time that we saw in that first half, but they're certainly able to come back and tie this football game up.
I mean, and you could almost arguably call that a trick play.
Yeah,
the tip drill.
The tip drill. It was tipped to him. He tipped it back to himself.
Right, you know. All right, so we're going to start the fourth quarter. Skyview on top, 14-6. Not quite sure if I want to say Skyview has the momentum in this game right now. They held on to the ball, like you had said earlier, the majority of that third quarter.
Yeah.
Just not letting Union on the field, and if that's the strategy, it paid off in quarter three, especially when you score as you run out of quarter three, right? And then you're coming into the quarter four here, and we'll see what the Titans have going on.
And that may change Union's strategy as they come out in this last quarter, because they know that they're going to have to move the ball quickly, because if they don't happen to get a touchdown on this possession, they're going to have to work hard to get the ball back.
Yeah, they sure are.
With any amount of time.
And we have got flags popping up all over the place, so we'll see what's going on. There's the white cap. We'll see what, as they let him know what's going on, we'll see what they're going to go for. Blocking the back is going to be against the Titans, so that's going to back them up even more. Mouse in the backfield as the running back for the Titans. A.J. Otteron is the quarterback for the Titans tonight. Not their normal starting quarterback, but he's out there handling the helm tonight, and he's actually done a pretty good job. I mean, when he's had to throw the ball, he's been on point with it, and when he's kept it himself, he's done well, so.
Normal quarterback, Tyson Fear. We've seen him a little bit on defense tonight.
Yeah. Has a man open, and they are almost intercepted there as he throws that ball into double coverage.
Yeah, that's a tough pass to put on your receiver.
Safety comes across the top, over the top there to makes the contact, almost creating an interception there. And that's Micah Robinson, number 29, only a sophomore. Coming across making good heady plays like that. We're going to hand this one off. It breaks free there after he gets past the line of scrimmage. Get 4 or 5 out of that one. Rolls up on one of the defenders there for Skyview. That looked like Levi Webb, number 24, comes out of the game. Take a look at him. Adderon drops back, tries to get a quick screen out to the far side. That's going to get batted down by one of the defenders for Skyview. Good job. That's going to bring up 4th down. From this position, they're definitely going to bring the punt team out and punt this one away. Punter now standing inside the 5-yard line. Gavin Parker back deep, standing about midfield. Parker's going to catch this one. And
he bobbles that.
He bobbled it good. Did a real good job holding on to it after after the contact. But good for him to catch it. It's going to allow them to keep the ball in Union territory, because if he'd have let that hit the ground, it would have rolled.
Yeah.
He'd have got a nice little roll. Probably would have rolled another 10 to 15 yards on him. So he stepped in there, made the catch, and now it's their ball inside of Titan territory. With 10:51 left to play in the game, they are on top, 14-6. Stromberg gets the ball, and a nice hard run downfield. Picks up a good little block there by Gavin Parker as well. That will move the chains. Good replay on this one, and comes out pretty good. Stromberg, just a big guy, hard to tackle, 6. That does say 6'6", 200 pounds, so he's a big guy. Kennedy keeps this one himself. It's going to eke out probably about a yard before he runs out of bounds.
Union's going to have to come up with a defensive stop here.
Ten seconds on the field clock as they get set. Steps into this one, has a man open, not able to put it on him. Gavin Parker wide open in the end zone. Kennedy not able to put it on him. And that's going to bring up 2nd down, or 3rd down and 10.
Yeah, Kennedy does a great job here to step up into the pocket and avoid a sack. He just couldn't put it on his marker. Seeing the replay here, he's feeling pressure, and he's just smart enough to step up into it.
Yeah, not able to put that on his receiver like he'd want to. Gets that one upfield to the running back. Great job there by Trey Jacobs as he makes the catch and just runs through the crowd, splitting defenders out there and making people miss, moving the chains.
You see Kennedy finding Jacob
nice little
here.
Middle screen.
It's been impressive to watch Jacob, how he's able to stay on his feet after first contact tonight.
Yeah.
Getting a whole bunch of extra yards.
Jake rolls out looking for somebody. His intended receiver out there. That's Riley Artis, not able to bring that one in. Design roll out there is going to bring up 2nd down and 10. All right, formation again. This time a quick pitch. Nice job to take that back up inside. He's going to get the ball down across the 10-yard line. They can actually get a first down without a touchdown if they get the ball down to the 3.
Yeah, big block there by Alexander Saderstrom to allow Jacobs to get upfield.
So 4-down territory, you would think here. Going to roll out. That was an interesting little play. I'm not quite sure. Kind of everybody just kind of sitting there stuck, frozen.
They stuck.
To see what's going to happen
The wide
there.
receiver down here on the back. I've never seen a block like that. He just kind of stopped, and he just, well, if you want to get to him, you got to go around me because I ain't moving.
Yeah, right, exactly. They're going to go for they're just going to go to opt to put some more points on the board, make this a 2-possession game. Last time he barely made it. Let's see how this is going to work out. Gets this one up. That's a nice, good kick. Nice, strong one as he puts that one through the uprights. And they're going to go up 3 more on the Titans here. So, you know, you just kind of look at all of that and how we got a penalty flag on the play here. So we're going to see it's going to be against Union. So I don't know. Maybe they're going to take the 6 off. That's going to give them an automatic first down. So there's an opportunity now for them to put 4 more points on the scoreboard.
That hurts. I mean, not only, for Union, because not only does it give Skyview an opportunity to put 6 on the board instead of 3, it's time off the clock that they're losing that's more valuable at this point.
Yeah, it sure is. It sure is. This is just, more time that they don't have the ball.
Right.
So with that automatic first down and goal, it looks like from the 3-yard line. Now, the last time they were in this situation, Titan defense stepped up. It doesn't look like that's going to be the case, and it looks like it might be the case again. I thought he was going to get around there. It looks like Trey Jacob is struggling there with his wheels. I don't know if he's fighting cramps off or what. And he keeps stomping his foot out there. Looks like something might be bothering him a little bit.
Maybe he has a rock in his shoe.
Yeah, that's it. I think you're right. I think that's what you do when you got a rock in your shoe.
It's interesting, though, when Jacob's in these situations, these shortened goal situations, you see him running laterally instead of turning upfield. He did that time and he got stopped, but we've seen these situations 2, 3, 4 times tonight, and he's running sideways.
Yeah.
He needs to turn upfield to get to that goal line.
Yeah, and Union is doing what they did the last time on him. That front 4 of defensively for the Titans gets super stingy when you get down inside the 5. All right, 3rd down and goal. Trips receivers over here to this side of the field. What you're going to need is a push, and there we go.
There it is.
He is just lowered his shoulders and got in there on that one. That's what they needed to do the whole time. That will push the score out to 20. As that big penalty against special teams there for the Titans to give these guys another opportunity. Yeah. And this is just a hard run there by the quarterback, just lowering the shoulder and getting in there and getting the yards he needs. So that series took about 2 more minutes off the game clock. And they're going to get that one up, and the kick is good. So Skyview goes up on top, 21-6.
Yeah, and for Union, it's still, well, I guess it's a 3-possession game now as opposed to, well, I mean, it was a 3-possession game with the field goal. And so, you know, that's the big hurt that you need to see. And with that penalty, it's the time. It's not necessarily the score, because they were going to have to score twice anyway.
Yeah.
A little slogan the words out there. I would have to do the math in my head.
But, you know, we have seen crazier things happen on Friday night here at McKenzie Stadium. So definitely not ready to count these Titans out just yet. They definitely have the talent to come back and put enough points on the board with this amount of time left.
And Coach Rosenbach certainly has the creativity to draw something up to get them there.
Yeah, he sure does. He sure does. And we are off. And this will be collected inside the 5. And we got a penalty flag as he's run out of bounds. And looks like we're going to have a holding against the Titans. So that'll push them back down to the 10-yard line. So special teams creating some hardship for him again. I want to remind everybody we have a second game tonight, the Evergreen Plainsmen against Kelso Highlanders. Playoff implications all over that game as well. Evergreen having to win this game to give themselves an opportunity to make it to the playoffs. Kelso already solidified their playoff berth.
That game will be shown on Channel 29, Comcast Channel 29.
It sure would be. And nice little pass here to Smoot. Gets tackled inbounds. The clock's going to continue to run. Union has 2 timeouts left. They get down here and score on this one, you could definitely expect to see an onside kick. And we're going to get another timeout. That'll leave the Titans with 1 timeout left.
You might have an official timeout here. Like the line judge was hurting a little bit.
Yeah.
Seems to be all right.
Yeah. Rory trying to make sure they're taking advantage of every opportunity out here. Nice shot there of Coach Kaiser. Make sure his team doesn't fall asleep out here. I'm sure he's kind of reminded them, hey, what happened at the Camas game? you know, you guys stand in here on this one and take care of it. Go ahead and finish the game. Close this one out, I'm sure, is what he's talking about. Don't give Union an opportunity. And we're going to have a reverse. That ball is going to be dropped and fumbled. Skyview able to get on top of this when the Titans tried to run a double reverse on this and fumbled the ball on that handoff.
Problem is you see this double reverse coming from a mile away as it develops.
And, not able to get his hands around that one. And Skyview is going to fall on top of this and take the ball over inside the 20-yard line.
That's Rex Allinger that was able to go ahead and recover that fumble. That puts Union in just a deeper hole.
Yeah. I mean, even if they would have been able to make that handoff successfully, that play wasn't going to get a lot.
No.
And it's like somebody coming on the field late. Skyview doing the right thing, calling the timeout to make sure that everybody understands the play here. They're in a position to put the nail in the coffin here. They don't want to mess that up. All right, both teams on the field here, ready to go. Kennedy and Jacob in the backfield. Jacob gets this, bounces it to the outside, trying to find the edge. And he is going to go down inbounds. Kind of keeps the clock running. Skyview in no rush to run the next play. Field clock down to 10. Gets it out there to Gavin Parker. Parker gets in for the end zone for another 6 points here off the turnover. Just a quick one out there to picks up a nice block there by a lineman.
Yeah, and Skyview's been successful throwing that type of route and
yeah, they sure have
all night long.
This possibly could have pushed this game too far for the Titans to try to come back on here. As the extra point is good.
Yeah, we've got 5 minutes left here in the game. You know, we have to remember that Union struck first tonight.
Yeah, they sure did.
Skyview came out and they've scored 28 unanswered.
They sure did. You know, just kind of looking at the Union roster, they have a nice little core coming back. They've about half and half from their starters. So, you know, they're going to be a young team next year.
Yeah, they will. I mean, they're losing some of their big guys, right? Toby Smoot, A.J. Adoran, Luke Burbank, Tyson Fuhr, they're all moving on. And so, you know, they come back. Next year, it's going to be a younger squad.
Yeah, the bright spot there is Chase Lofton. He's only a sophomore, so that's something to look to because he was able to do some nice contributions this season for these guys. You know, he had over 250 receiving yards this year. 3 touchdowns. Got a late flag coming in. Let's see what that's in. It's going to be another holding against the Titans, so their special teams is just killing them tonight.
Yeah, with penalties, I mean, that's 3 kickoffs in a row where they've had to move the ball back. In addition to that, you know, there's a penalty on the field goal attempt by Skyview. They gave him a new set of downs.
Yeah.
That resulted in 6 instead of 3, and Yeah, the penalties for Union special teams have certainly hurt them tonight.
Yeah, they sure have. All right, Union starts this up with an empty backfield. Adiron drops back, tries to find the man in the middle. He's going to throw that one across the middle, but there is going to be a penalty flag that's probably going to end up being a pass interference that's going to negate the interception. We'll see who they're going to call that on. The receiver and the DB were kind of battling, and is going to be against Skyview, so that'll move the ball. Good thing, because that would have been another turnover and another opportunity for Skyview to put some more points on the board. So that defensive penalty will move the chains. First down and 10 from the 35-yard line. Movement there from the slot receiver over there. That'll back them up 5. It'll bring up first down and 15. Clayton Mouse now as the running back. Fake it to him. Adiron gets it to the outside. Real quick. That is Chase Lofton out there making the catch. Gets about half of it back.
Offside here, or false start.
So another false start against the Titans. It'll back them up 5 again. This time it looks like it might have been one of the linemen.
Yeah, Union's just in this rut of taking 1 step forward and 2 steps back. They can't get anything going.
Yeah,
penalties have certainly hurt them.
They're struggling here. 3:35 left to play in the game. Titans trying to get movement here, and they're moving the other direction. Adiron drops back. He's going to get flushed out of the pocket. He's going to go ahead and take off now and hop out of bounds. It looks like at about the 34-yard line. Stopping the clock at 4:28. The Evergreen Plainsmen now have made their way down to the stadium here, getting ready for the second game. So we're going to have another holding penalty against the Titans. That's going to back them up 10 as well. So now we're looking at second and a lot. They need to get back to the 45-yard line to get a new set of downs. Adiron now scrambling around, running back the other direction. He is going to get back just across the 30-yard lines, run up back out of bounds. Stops the clock at 4:19 left to play. That'll bring up third down.
Yeah, you see Adiron here. He does look downfield. He has nothing. He decides to take it himself. Gets back to 4 yards shy of the original line of scrimmage.
All right, this is going to bring up third. Drops back, tries to hit the man coming across the middle, intended receiver there. That looks like Chase Lofton, that was him. Lofton running a deep post. Adarad not able to put that one on him. Drops back, has a man coming across the middle. Not able to put that one. Ooh, that is a very, very good spot that they gave him.
I think generous is the word you're looking for.
And then that is going to move the chains.
No measurement needed for that one.
Yeah, right. Good job there. Good job. That looked about a yard shy.
Yeah, half yard, yeah.
Yes, but here we go. 1st and 10 from the 45.
Got that one from the take a penny, give a penny jar.
Right. It's going to throw that one out of bounds. Nowhere to go with it. Secondary doing a pretty decent job there for Skyview, keeping those receivers covered up. Looks like that was a designed rollout. Tried to flood this side of the field with receivers, but Skyview did a good job keeping everybody covered. All he could do was throw that one away. 2nd down and 10. Draws back again, has a man coming across the middle, drops it. Got to be able to hold on to that one as that hit it in his hands in stride, too. Nice pass, stepped into that one. Possibly could have got additional yards after the catch on that one.
Yeah, it's the second time they've run that play tonight. In the first play, they found Khalid in the same route. You just couldn't bring it in this time.
Yeah, Ben Khalid's got to keep his hands on that one. 3rd down and 10. And he is not going to make it out, as he is going to get taken down there by Po Chang, number 7. That'll bring up another 3rd down and long situation here. Clock down to 3 minutes left to play in the game. Adaron drops back. This time he's going to get flushed out of the pocket. Decides he's going to go ahead and keep this one now. Picks up a block and runs that out of bounds, stopping the clock. But they will turn the ball over on downs on that play, and Skyview's offense back on the field. Up 28-6 with 2 minutes and 47 seconds left to play. Looks like running some new people into the game here for the Titans. Some fresh linemen. Levi Webb, number 24 now, the running back. He'll get a yard out of this one.
Imagine your Skyview's going to use all of their play clock.
Yeah. I would definitely agree with you on that one.
They would still have to get a 1st down. They can't run it out completely.
Another handoff to Levi Webb. Levi does a good job finding the edge. He'll get across the 45-yard line. Looks like down to about the 43.
Yeah, Webb's only a sophomore.
Nice size sophomore, 5'10", 205.
He's a different type of running back compared to Trey Jacob.
Yeah, he sure is.
But another year in the gym for him, and he's gonna be someone to contend with next year.
Yeah, he sure is. He sure is. Finds the edge, and and that's a little frustration there from the Evergreen. The Titan defense there. Smoot's going to get a late penalty on sportsmanlike conduct.
Yeah, Smoot was baited into that one. Hacker took his sweet time. Straddling that defensive back.
Oh, they're
standing over him.
They did it on both sides here.
Both sides.
They're going to negate that. They'll cancel each other out and they'll be on their way. All right, well, Skyview has decided that they are good. They do not have to really run another play, really. One more. Looks like they have to do at least one more. Well, here's the deal. Defensively, Skyview did what they needed to do in the second half. They came down and shut Union down. The 6 points you see on the board for Union came in the first quarter, and after that, nothing else. They did their job. Union, just kind of been the MO for the year for them, just struggling offensively, and the defense giving away a lot of points for them.
Yeah, no, you're exactly right. And so, Skyview's going to take some things away from this game. They struggled in the red zone tonight, especially in that first half, and so those are some things that they're going to have to fix before they move into the playoffs.
Yeah.
Union, it was a tough season for them.
Yeah, it sure was. So this win we're looking at, it is a W, but, depending how impressive the folks in the seeding group see this, we'll see where their next game ends up being. They needed to come out here and really handle these Titans to get a favorable seed here out of the top 11 going to the next level, the next round here in the playoffs. We have run the clock down to 0-0. Skyview on top, 28-6. We want to thank everybody for joining us with this game here, either on Comcast 328 or out there on YouTube. We appreciate you. If you want to, not tired, you're ready for some more football, we do have another great game lined up here for us. The second game tonight, the doubleheader, the Evergreen Plainsmen against the Kelso Highlanders. Another game with playoff implication. Both teams coming out here ready to win, needing to win, wanting to win. It ought to bring some excitement to the game. That game should be on Channel 29 Comcast, and we will also run the game on YouTube as well. So make sure anybody who is out of the immediate area who wants to enjoy the game that they listen to us out there. But until then, we're going to go ahead and sign off. I am Rodney Lawrence with Ryan Vassbonder. This is EPS Sports, and we'll see you at the next game.